Hello guys, this is DJSD and welcome to my review of the finale, The Doctor Falls. One hell of an episode. This episode was an hour long, and there is so much to talk about. I'm trying to think of which thing should go first. Okay, let's go with the thing that I thought... Let's go with the things that were good about the episode. Because there were bad things, but those bad things were so annoying that they actually made me dislike the episode a little bit. But we'll get to them in a minute. So, the things I loved then. I loved how Bill is still a Cyberman. She remains a Cyberman for the entire episode. I love the payoff that they stick in, all the way from the first episode, the pilot, 12 weeks ago, with the tears and the fact that she kind of had a knowledge of when she was upset, and that they could track that, and they could find that, where that is, and find out where she is. Some of it's dumb, but that was good. That's something cool. The two masters. We got John Sim, still playing a brilliant master. Now with the beard and the new costume design that goes towards the 12th Doctor's costume design, which is brilliant. There is a very... I wouldn't say annoying, but it's a very... The conversations between the two of them are very off for me. I feel like they're just having conversations about themselves, and I'm like, I don't really care about this. I cared less about you, and I would have cared more if Bill wasn't a flipping Cyberman. Jam-packing him in there as well for, not even to be around at the finale. It was more like a cameo role, to be honest. A really large cameo, because he was in it for the episode, but his input and his use of the episode was very minimal, to be honest, and I didn't like the fact about that. Anyway, the good thing was that there was two masters and they both played their roles brilliantly, and I loved their work between each other, and the way that they... the way that they interacted with each other. That was good. I did also love the payoff again between the ending and then the beginning, right, of this two-parter. So at the beginning of this two-parter, the Doctor's like this, and he's going to regenerate, and the camera flies back, and you think he's going to regenerate, but he sticks his hands in the snow, refuses to regenerate, and William Hartnell, played by David Ramsey, yeah, and the first Doctor appears anyway, but yeah, what else was good about this episode? The Cybermen, oh my god, there's 3 of them. I was like, I love that Cyberman. I love the bit, especially right at the end, when he's battling through the Cybermen, and using his sonic screwdriver and creating the explosions around him, and there's all these Cybermen, and he's naming each individual time that he defeated them. One of them was a reference to the moon base. We had Doomsday as a reference as well, and all of these, all of that kind of just until he kind of got shot by a Mondasian one. But I do appreciate the amount of effort they must have put in to stick all of these Cybermen in one episode. What else? I felt that this episode, especially towards the end, was very emotional as well. I really appreciated that as well, I suppose. And I did, I felt my heart going a bit quicker, and all that kind of stuff. Let's go on to the bad things. So the bad things for this episode are quite minor. Now that they're beginning to grow, as I'm thinking, is quite worrying. But the main problem I have with this is how much it rips off other episodes. You know, especially, you know, he's ripping off himself. He get right. So, for example, Bill has the whole human gets killed. In Bill's case, she becomes a Cyberman. She gets killed, and then she comes back, and she then goes and what I would call for spin-off opportunity. Yeah, same thing with a Shielder. The other thing was that the ridiculous idea of where the episode began with the scarecrows. You're just ripping off different episodes now, mate. You need to like create new ideas, which is really frustrating, really, when you think about it. It's like, oh yeah, we've got all these brilliant ideas I have. Oh, we'll make them scarecrows. What? And here's another problem with the episode. The amount of logic that is lacking is quite high. The amount of things that are overcomplicated, such as Bill being a Cyberman and then you're not quite sure whether she's a Cyberman and then you don't really know, and it really is confusing whether it's a Cyberman or not, which is, I suppose, quite a good thing, but anyway. But why can't they... But the fact that, you know, she kind of just comes out the Cyberman, and it's like, why is she out of the Cyberman? That's not possible. What is happening? Why is she doing that? There's no explanation to that. Why that happens? It's like the Cyberman drops dead, and then we just see Bill back again. There's no explanation. We probably won't get that. Which is just frustrating and annoying. And that's the reason why I really didn't like Stephen Moffat as a writer, because you were hoping, you know, some of the shots that I've seen, actually in the trailer of that head spinny one, that was never used. That's frustrating. The dumb... Stephen Moffat is not a bad writer, but he has great ideas and he can't make them fill, you know, into logic. You know, so making Bill a Cyberman was a great idea. Her becoming not a Cyberman was a terrible execution. So, with an hour episode, they could have really, really done with a little bit less things happening, to be honest. You know, so I really liked it, but I feel like there was something lacking and I didn't like it as much as I wanted to. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been DAJ Studios. This marks the end of the end until Christmas. Wow. Gee. We'll be back. I'll be making reviews again at Christmas. I recently made a Twitter account and a Instagram account for my channel. If you want to, you can go and look at them. I will have reviews, more basic and simpler reviews. You might be stuttering a little bit down in the two versions, in the two other account things. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This has been DAJ Studios. Goodbye.